Hello, Geminis, and welcome to your October 2021 general reading. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more well-rounded perspective. And if you're hoping for something that's a bit more personal to you and your situation, feel free to check out my link box below for links to my website and Etsy shop. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We are entering the month of October with Two of Wands. So I feel like this is representative of having a choice. That's a typical, stereotypical, very general description of the Two of Wands. But for you in particular, this is coming across very heavy, as in, it's not so much that you have to choose and grab something as much as you have choices and you already have all of them in your hand. It's something that you already have, you have experience, you have control over, you are actively already participating in, you are already committed to multiple things, but because of it, you are filled too much. Your palms are filled too much, your hands are filled too full, your life is too full. There's just, you need to let one go, essentially. So there's a sense of needing to choose one of the things to release. So this is not a choice as far as grabbing a hold of something as much as a choice to let go of something. And by letting go of something, you free up the other hand to grab the thing that you want with both hands. So this is a call to become committed at a level that you, up to this point, you haven't been requested to do so. However that applies, whatever is going on, you've been able to balance, you've been able to do all the things that were before you, all the things that you've wanted. You've been able to participate in the actions and the commitments, or the actions, the commitments that you have made has requested of you. But you are at a point where this is not a good description any longer. And basically, all of the choices that you already have, you're already committed to, and the actions that they require, it's reaching a point where you're going to have to let something go, so that there's one thing that you are committed to even more than the rest that's going to need more of you. And that's why you're going to be requested to let go of something as far as what it is in your life at all. So a choice of letting go so you can grab a hold of more. This is what I feel is on your mind. So it's not so much that you have really contemplated the commitment aspect of it yet, but you're aware of it as we enter the month of October. So in the beginning of the month of October, there's a shift that makes you aware of, I'm beginning to wonder if I should be letting this go, if I should not be committed to this thing anymore. And that's just going to increase from just being in your general awareness in the beginning of the month of October. And as you go day by day, entering into the month of October, that awareness increases with each passing moment, with each passing day. We're getting to a 7 of coins. And overall, there's a sense of weighing choices and trying to figure out the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, so the 7 of coins has to do with, usually this is depicted in a garden and waiting for whatever it is that you are working on to come to the point of harvest. So you see the fruits of your labor, but you can't pick it yet. It's not ripe yet. But I'm getting reminded when I think of this particular card, the message that's coming through is that concept of the care that needs to be done to help the harvest move along. So the things that come to mind is, if it's a garden, you weed. If you have a fruit tree, you might prune some of the branches so that more nutrition can get to those areas. So it's coming in hard, again, with that message of letting something go, releasing something, so that you can grab it with both hands. It's being reiterated with the 7 of coins of pruning something and weeding something, so that the thing that needs the most nutrition gets all of the nutrition. It gets more of the nutrition from the plant, from the source that is available. And you are the source. Whatever it is that's going on, whatever it is that you are supposed to be releasing, the reason why you're supposed to let something go so that you can grab the other thing with both hands, whatever that other thing is, the point of that is so that you, as the source of whatever it is that you are going to be tending to, gets more energy from you, and therefore can bear better fruit. So however that applies, I know that it's a fairly generalized analogy, but I feel like that applies in multiple ways to multiple things in multiple situations. So however that applies to you, again, just that message of releasing so you become more committed and can feed more energy into something that deserves to be fed more, deserves better, more access to you as the source of nutrition and source of food for that thing, so that the harvest will be better, the fruit will be better. We are ending the month with 2 of coins. So again, with the whole options thing, a decision, weighing of being weighed down with trying to make a decision, there's definitely a decision and balancing aspect. So decision to release for the purpose of making sure that that which deserves more sustenance from you as their source is getting that sustenance. And then coming to the end of the month, there's a choice again, and either it's because you haven't followed through, or because you have followed through, you need to make adjustments. But the end of the month is coming in strong with this sense of balance, needing to be able to balance, either to make it possible for this choice, or because you still need to make adjustments because you made the choice, but it's not coming in smoothly. Whatever this is, it's not going to be make a choice and suddenly everything's going to be perfect. There's a balancing act that's going to come as a result of this. There's adjustments that's going to have to be made on your part, not just the letting go and grabbing a hold and being committed, but the commitment's going to require some further adjustments in other areas so that you can balance whatever this is better, so you can make choices that continue to support this, whatever it is, support this and yourself, so that not only are you a source for whatever it is, but that you are well taken care of in the process, so that as you're committed to be the source of food and energy for whatever it is that you are hoping to bear fruit from, but you aren't depleting yourself and actually killing yourself in the process, so to speak. So towards the end of the month, there's definitely a balancing act and trying to understand how you can commit and follow through and not be overburdened, overweighed, overwhelmed. Any analogy or any word that you want to go that would be connected to that sort of sentiment is what I'm trying to say. This is something that you're going to be facing as you move towards the end of the month. Whether you've made the decision and commitment or not, there's definitely some adjustments for follow through that's going to be continued as you end the month of October and even enter. I feel like that's going to sort of go into bleed or flow into the month of November as well. We have the underworld where all things pause and begin again. This is coming in strong with deity energy, deity vibes, connecting. So when I think, I know it doesn't have to be an underworld deity. It does not have to be a death or dark goddess or god, but that underworld vibe of like really becoming introspective. So connecting with that source so that you can be a better source. You can be a healthier, more plush, more vibrant source. But this connection that is being requested of you is something that helps you feed yourself so that you can be that source of energy for whatever this is. This is basically a call to connect better. Ancestors, deity, yourself, your higher self, guides, whatever the case may be. But there's definitely some deep internal attention that you're going to have to start and you're going to have to maintain as you move not only through the end of the month, but wherever this trajectory is going to lead, you'll have to continue feeding and taking care of whatever that is. And this is basically the message of letting you know how you can make that possible, really nurturing that internal aspect of yourself and the connections. And it does not have to be deity. It does not have to be ancestors. Those are just ideas if they resonate. If you've been looking for a sign as to whether or not you should be connecting, let this be it. But it can be a deity. It can be ancestors, it can be spirit guides, it can be getting a reading from someone who can give you clarity when you feel stuck, it can be connecting with your higher self, it can just be taking the time to meditate, taking hot baths, getting a massage, doing things that feed you, feed your soul so that you feel fully charged, so that when you are that source that I was talking about earlier when I was talking about the 7 of coins, that you are a full and fully replenished source for that thing that you will be feeding and focusing on. All right, that is all I have for you for the month of October, Gemini. I hope this reading was everything you were hoping for and more. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more well-rounded perspective. And if you would like something that's more personal to you and your situation, feel free to check out the description box below for links to my sites. Other than that, have a beautiful month of October, and hopefully I will see you in a future video.